All right, guys. Welcome back to the second half of today's MMAOB Daily Podcast for Monday, April 3rd, 2023. The short podcast here, guys. We just went like an hour and a half from the UFC 287 preview. I don't think we're expecting to go that long, but like it's okay. I mean, it's a great card, and I'm looking forward to that. But Marcel, we turn our attention here to UFC fight announcements, and also we'll talk about Bellator and PFL last week because I know you actually wanted to talk, which is totally good. Because I did actually manage to watch. I watched the main card of Bellator, and I watched some of PFL. I was also watching that boxing event, so I didn't have my full focus on it, but I did watch it. So
I understand.
Yeah, so we'll go into that, Marcel. You want to start with Bellator? Man, a lot of upsets on this card, by the way. Like a lot of guys that were favored lost, including Marcelo Gome. Go ahead, Marcel. What do you think about the card?
Yeah, man. I mean, it was okay. It was not super spectacular. I feel like we're gonna call Golm Golm now because he doesn't deserve the first name anymore. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, oh my god, this fight's gonna go 5 rounds, but Daniel James came out of the blue in the third round, did very well, knocked him out. So yeah, man. I mean, dude is over 40 already, but he's doing well, so good for him. Golm, I think there was a golden shot for Golm to get up in the rankings. He failed, and yeah, good for James. I hope he does well from here on, but it will be difficult, I think.
Yeah, and he called for a title shot. I mean, that's kind of interesting. He wants to fight Ryan Bader. I think Lyndon Vassal's supposed to get the title shot, but
did you saw? Huh? Did you saw the clip of Bader and Daniel James backstage?
I didn't see it.
I think Daniel James was in a cart or something, which was electrical, and Bader went on his lap, and they went riding with each other.
Is it funny? You should say
yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah.
Yeah, there was some. But I was gonna say there was some big upsets on the prelims. That guy Joey Davis lost.
Yeah,
he was a huge favorite. I think he was like minus 1,500. He was getting the odds up. He lost. I thought Katzengano looked okay, but I also thought Leah McCourt, arguably won as the underdog too at the same time. Like it was a very close fight. But yeah, it looks like Kat's gonna be next for Chris Cyborg. What else is on the card? Oh yeah, Canadian guy Aaron Jeffrey lost. Yeah, I mean, John Salter beat him pretty easily. Man, I mean, John Salter again, really good veteran, man. I mean, credit to this guy. He's retired, 25 fights, 19-6 record, age 38, retires from MMA. I mean, good career, I think, overall. Like, solid career. And the thing was, like, he was in the UFC years ago, and he didn't do that well. And you kind of thought he was just, like, fade into existence like a lot of other fighters. But, like, he really reestablished himself in Bellator, man. Looked good. So, credit to him. What else was on the card? There's a few other little things. The Luke Trainer fight, you mentioned that, Marcel. Mike Hamill had a nice knockout. Endo Nello got submitted by Adam Piccolotti, another Canadian there. He lost. Oh, the other Canadian, Randy Field. I think you liked this one, Marcel. She was showing off her ass at the press conference last week. I think you saw that.
Actually, my co-host from the Bellator zone, he actually was the guy who asked the question. Yeah.
Oh man, that's so funny. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're in really good shape." I'm like,
"Yeah."
Yeah, she looked good though, and she won her fight. Tokov Marcel, we both picked him. He knocked out Gibson, another Canadian. But that Joey Davis fight, Marcel. I don't know what happened to him there, right? Like maybe just not. Other than the control, he doesn't seem to have any like techniques for MMA, right? Like you were disappointed by that guy.
Yeah, definitely. But sometimes it happens. But the thing is, like what I always say with Bellator, man, they have some of these prospects, but at a certain moment, you got to fight the better competition, and then we'll see how you hold up. You know what I mean? So
yeah, like that Lucas Brennan guy's got it. Well, his opponent wasn't terrible, I guess, but you know what I mean. Like he's got to fight someone better too.
I can't find the video, dude.
That's okay. PFL sucked. PFL was pretty mediocre. You saw it.
I did. Yeah, it's a certain
amount. It was boring. Alex said that, our boy Alex Bahunin. He even said it to what's his name, Ray Suffolk. He's like, "I wasn't the best card tonight," and he's like, "Yeah, I agree with you. He wasn't good." There was a lot of. I'm just looking at it. So the finish was in the main event. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. So 3 finishes and 8 decisions. I mean, that's just not the kind of thing you're looking for as a promoter, right?
Yeah.
He said I think he said he wants to talk to the guys, to the fighters, and remind them once again, like, you only have 2 fights to like make the playoffs, so like you have to go for the finish.
Yeah.
Because like, these guys are like look at Jotko. That fight was
Mhm.
close, Marcel. I mean, that I'm surprised he lost, honestly.
I
But
agree. Me too.
he has to finish someone probably in the first round to make the playoffs now, potentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like at least get a finish. I mean, that's not easy for him to do. Thiago Santos looked. I thought he looked terrible. Man, I mean, Rob Wilkinson's good, but I thought Rob would kind of outstrike him, but he took him down. Like, which because it's crazy, right? Like Jamal Hill was having trouble with Thiago Santos 2 fights ago on the ground. Now all of a sudden, Thiago was getting out grappled easily by Wilkinson. Now, before I talk about the main event, I'm talking about these decisions, but Brandon Loughnane looked good, man. That nasty knockout over Martin Moraes. 6 straight knockout losses from Moraes. Ray Sefo said that if he had been knocked out cold, like to the chin, you would have had a talk about him potentially withdrawing for the tournament. But since it was a leg kick knockout, there he still wants to talk to him, but he probably will fight again. But I mean, he's done, Marcel. Like he just no durability left, right, Moraes?
Yeah, I feel the same, but I feel the same way for some time. I feel bad for him because I always thought he was a really good fighter. But man, after that Henry Cejudo fight in the UFC, it hasn't looked good. You know what I mean? So,
and
yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, he was actually winning that fight early. Like he's looking really good, right? And he got
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he did. And also, he looked good in the first round against Marab, for example. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And all of a sudden, he just can't do anything now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some. Bob Jenkins had an upset. Josh Silveira looked great. I think he might win the tournament this year, Marcel. You think it's a chance?
Definitely, man. I always like him. So
Who won middleweight last year? Was it Antonio Carlos Jr.?
Yeah, or was that the year before? I think it was last year.
You should know. You're the PFL expert.
Yeah, I think it was last year. Dude,
he's won 2 of them. I think he's won 2.
I had to get a fucking extra subscription, dude, for watching PFL because they switched. How do you say that? They switched broadcast partners over here. So yeah, I wasn't happy with that.
Last year was Wilkinson, obviously. When we were talking about, I was thinking the year before that was Junior, and then
Yeah.
Yeah. So my bad. He's doing like Big Brother or something. I think something like that.
Yeah, he got kicked out.
Yeah, I heard that too. All right, let me get some comments here. Was there anything else in this PFL card, or you're good?
I'm good. I'm still searching for that clip, man. I can't find it.
Impa Kisangane won his fight too, by the way.
Yeah, against Corey Hendricks. Yeah.
Also, that Ty Flores guy from Contender Series won as an underdog.
Yeah.
He's just been lost. Another former UFC fighter. You think of this guy Martin Hamley? You like him?
I didn't pick him to win in this fight, but he did well. He got a good finish. So I think he did. Yeah, he did decent last season as well. So yeah, maybe he's better than we expected.
Yeah, he's.
I think you also picked the other guy to win in this fight. Before.
Yeah, I think so. Well, and PFL. Oh, I mean, we could talk about the second one. You want to talk about this weekend's card?
Yeah, for sure. Pull it up if you can.
Yeah, let me do it. What's that, guys? Let me get some comments first, then I'm going to pull it up, okay? Let me get some comments first. Robbery for Cats and Gun on Bellator. I mean, I actually thought that Lana Court edged it out, but it was so close. The 130-27 score was ridiculous, though. It was so stupid.
The funny thing is, like, Leah, this is actually a fight I thought Leah won, and she won fights before, which I thought she lost.
Same, right? Like, that always comes back to bite you in the ass and then me. It's like, it's like the judges wanted to even up or something. I don't know. Marlon is done. Marlon should retire. Any idea for the main event UFC 289? So this is rumored for Calgary with Vancouver's a backup. You want anything about this being in no main event? I mean,
there are only so many options, right?
That's not really. I mean, like Volkanovski could fight Rodriguez possibly.
Hill title defense.
Jamal Hill could. Oh, that'd be good. Jamal Hill against Jan Blachowicz. That makes sense. I could see that being in Calgary. Did you?
I would say Hill. Yeah. I mean, if it's in Calgary, but yeah.
Can they put a second title fight on it? Could they put a lower ranked belt?
Yeah, maybe Amanda against Irina Aldana.
They could, right? That'd be good. So I mean, there's still. I don't know if they would do 2 title fights, but it's possible. 2 pay-per-views in July. I think there is. Yeah, there is. UFC is probably going to do 14 this year, I think, right?
They're probably going to do like the beginning of July, right? And the 22nd?
I think it's a 22nd. Yeah.
Yeah, it's likely London. Yeah. But I heard that the news that came out, like Edwards Colby, it's targeted. That's too early. That's actually not right now happening at the moment. So
Fair enough. All right, let me get some comments here.
but the UFC definitely wants it.
Yeah. RG Colgan's legit. He sure is. Braga and Pineda was a good fight. Yeah, that was a decent fight. Pineda, it's so close, really. Like, could have gone either way. But yeah, Pineda was not bad. Bellator was, I didn't see a lot of the prelims, but the main card, was okay. Daniel James. What do you think of this Daniel James guy? I mean, he's 41. I don't think we finished our discussion on him. 41 years old, and yeah, I mean, let's be honest, Marcel, like, I think taking a lot of us by surprise, with the finishes in Bellator.
He did. Yeah,
but if you look at the fighters he was fighting in Russia, he was fighting some pretty good guys, Marcel. So maybe we were just ignoring this guy for no reason. The crazy thing is, I was looking at his record. He made his debut in Bellator like 10 years ago. And now he's like main eventing Bellator card. So it's pretty crazy. And I'm happy for this guy. 41 years old, Marcel. So you still got time, man. You have any more thoughts about that? Or you?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
Here's Jim. Yeah, Jim. I mean, from what I've heard, the same as you guys really like. What did James say in the Discord?
We've heard so many things.
They're trying to say like I think the plan is Calgary, but like if the Calgary Flames make the playoffs, which they should find out soon. I think that would be an issue potentially as far as like the venue goes. I guess that's why I could move to Vancouver. That's what I've heard, anyways. Too bad it's on Toronto. I'm still hoping holding out hope like in September, October, November, December, Toronto card. But will they really do 2 Canada cards? Probably one a year, I would guess. For a pay-per-view. I think they should still come more often for fight nights, though. Surprised by Manu's and Pena's up. But yeah, I mean, what do you think, the trilogy?
I don't really want to see that.
You think it's not? You think it's possible they could do that?
Yeah, it's possible, but I think that should be a shame if they do that.
They should do Rene Aldana because at least it's a fun fight, Like, actually, she might get taken down, but I'm just saying if it's on the feed, it'll be fun. I think.
What the problem for me here is that in the first place, Pena didn't deserve that fight against Nunes, in my opinion. Then she won against Nunes, and then she got completely destroyed in that second fight against Nunes. So there is no reason for a third fight, in my opinion, because of one hiccup by Amanda. Although I like Pena, but I'm just being real,
You're talking about some April Fool's thing. Okay, I'm going to pull up the PFL. Wait.
How far is Calgary from your house, actually?
Is this working? Can you guys see that? Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Calgary on a flight or 4 hours?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like 4. I haven't been there, but like I had a layover there once. You can attend UFC Canada. I mean, I just watch it on TV. Let's be honest.
What's further for you, Calgary or Vancouver?
Vancouver's farther.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's look at this card. I've been to Vancouver a couple times, Marcel. That's where James lives now. I've been there twice, I think, and it was amazing. It's an amazing city. Really, really beautiful out there, man. Let's go through this card, Marcel. So, Taylor's not in the tournament this year in the women's featherweight, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's disappointing, but
she's going to fight on those pay-per-views probably.
That's what I'm thinking. They're saving her for a super fight. I know they're talking to Cyborg, but I mean, I'll wait till I see it to believe it,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if that's the fight they can do, I would watch that fight, even though she lost on the wrist. It wasn't like that fight was a blowout. It was a close fight.
No, it was a close fight.
Well, the wrist deserves to win. Anyways, I think she beats Julia Budd pretty easily. I'm right, like she's minus 650. Yeah, she wins. Bruno Capelozzi, Matthias Scheffel. I mean, you know what? Scheffel's done better than I thought, but I like Bruno here.
Me too.
Minus 200. It's Goltsov, Jorgen De Castro. I like Goltsov.
Yeah, agree.
Minus 300. I mean, all the favorites, but there's going to be an upset here. And then for maybe this is the one. Rizvan Kuniev.
I pick Kuniev.
Yeah, he's minus 225. Oh, that's interesting. I think he makes it boring and just wrestles him. Is that what you think?
Exactly.
Man, that fight he had in Contender was so boring, Marcel. And that's why I didn't sign him. What was that fight? Edvian Santos or something. Edvian Santos, that guy.
Everything, yeah.
Boy, that was bad. How was the fight with Anthony Hamilton? I never saw that fight in Eagle FC. With the same thing?
I haven't seen that either.
Okay, I'm assuming just
can't tell you.
This guy's just not exciting, but he actually could win the tournament because he could take a lot of these guys down, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Leonid Kolesnik versus
Lad's
minus 450.
Easy money.
Yeah, I think so. Bellagio Aliwash versus Sia Figueroa.
That's an amateur fight, right?
Yeah, the surprise there's odds on this then. Minus 600 on obviously. Listen, Biagio's going to win the fight, Marcel.
Yeah, it's Muhammad Ali's nephew, right?
Yeah,
cousin.
It's his grandson, I believe.
Grandson, sorry.
Cousin.
Yeah.
At least. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. The legend. Martina Jindro versus Amber Liebrock. Who you like?
Pick Liebrock.
She's she's plus 180. So there you go. She's a Bellator fighter, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the experience, right? Like that should probably help her there. Jane Derova, didn't she have a win last season? Yeah. That's Mel. That was the one she beat.
Zamzagul Vaizalonova. Yeah. And Vanessa Mello.
I mean, I think this one has upside potential. You picked all the favorites in the other ones. All right. Marcelo Nunes versus Maurice Green. I mean, how do you pick Maurice Green? I'm taking Nunes minus 225.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
Michael Andrzejczyk versus Patrick Brady. I don't know these guys. Minus 300 for Andrzejczyk. Do you know these guys?
I've heard of Andrzejczyk. I think he fought at ACB before, if I'm correct.
Oh, he fought Darko. Oh, yeah. Okay, I've heard of this guy. He fought Darko Stosic in KSW. Yeah, he's a KSW veteran. Okay, I actually have heard.
Didn't he also fought in ACB?
Yeah.
Right.
Heard of him. Just forgot. I mean, he's fought in the North America yet. Patrick Brady. He's an older guy, I think. 39. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think I could take a 39-year-old guy. Did you?
No, I take Andrzejczyk. Yeah.
Minus 300. He should win. Yeah, I can't take the other guy. Evelyn Martin versus Carolina Sobek. Minus 180 for Sobek.
Yeah.
Or is that no? That's wrong. I don't think that. I think that some fight changed or something. Well, this fight, yeah. Look, Lev withdrew, so Martin's taking a short notice. Then, okay. Is Sobek good?
I'm not really familiar with her. I think I saw her one time.
Look at these finishes though: Americana neck crank and scarful arm lock. That's impressive, man.
I saw her on Aris. That's where I saw her fight. Yeah, true. Against last year, I think.
What's the girl's name? Marisa Locke.
Yeah.
Evelyn Martins, yeah, she's 4-0 as a pro.
Yeah, she fought the Challenger Series.
Short notice.
And she got a win over Serena De Jesus, or how do you say that?
That's like that. She's got autism or something, I think, this one?
No, I think Serena is like the best friend of Roxanne Modafferi, right?
I'm thinking of someone else. My apologies. There's a girl named Victa. You know that one I'm talking about? Eric McGracken sponsors her. I gotta think of her name. Is it Serena too? Can't remember now.
Serena.
What's her name? 1 second. I want to get this right. Unless I get this. Oh, it is her.
Okay.
It is her, dude. Well, that's impressive, She has autism. So, like, that's, not an easy thing to deal with. I mean, I would assume. But yeah. All right. And then this fight, Marina Makwatina. Yoko Higashi. Who's this? I don't know who she is.
I don't know Higashi, to be really honest.
What's her age? 82, 37. Yeah, she's an older fighter. Deep pancreas veteran. Okay. I just surprised how many older fighters. These people are getting into MMA in like their late 30s. Like that's kind of crazy to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't start anymore, man. And she got 2 wins over King Reina. I see. That's okay.
Oh yeah. That's good then, right?
Although she's pretty on the decline.
She lost to Edgar. She lost to Kaylin Young. Lost to Cindy Dandois.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was the other fighter. Anyways, Makratina's a favorite, I think, right? Yeah, minus 500. So she'll win.
She should be, yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about from this one?
Not really. I don't think it's that much of a strong card, to be really honest. I think next week
Yeah.
I mean, it's always they always for some reason put the women with the heavyweights. It's always the worst, the worst card. The next week you get the I think the lightweights and is it light and feather.
Next
No,
week,
not feather. Light. Next week is lightweight and I don't know, but definitely lightweight because Shane Burgos fighting Olivier Aubin-Mercier.
um,
It's a middleweight, right? No, the
welcome.
welterweights. Okay.
Anyways, those fights are going to change.
Why was the main event not listed on top for that one?
IWC versus Al Swali or whatever.
What the hell? Where's Shane against Aubin-Mercier, man?
Here. It's wrong, man.
Yeah, that's a main event.
We'll fix that then, bro.
Nah, it's not my. It's not my. How
You
do you say that?
You don't do PFL?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I understand. They're gonna do the main card first, I think, for that card, and the prelims afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Real weird. Yeah. I remember.
Why?
I don't know, dude.
All right, we're gonna go through some fight announcements and news. But there's a few comments I want to get just really quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
1 sec here. Let's see here. All right. We have Beard, what's up? I just answered the question, but you were here, so I'll answer it again. We were saying like maybe Jamal Hill versus probably Jan Blachowicz, I would guess. And then what was the other fight, Marcel? You said Amanda Nunes. And she's fought Amanda's fought in Canada before. Do we go watch the pod? Thanks, buddy. I think Lawler's an HOF inductee. Fought at ATT in Killcliff. Frankie next month in Newark. So Lawler's still active though, so I don't think he would be the guy. That's the thing. Like I don't think he's retired, right? I don't think he did. After he lost to Bart Green, I think he's still active. I think he'll be in eventually, obviously. Lawler's a legend. Frankie's gonna go in too, but I don't know if he'll go in this year because didn't he just retire? Well, I guess Cowboy did too.
Aldo as well.
Aldo, yeah, I guess he could go in. It's possible, yeah. I mean, they could kind of fast track him there. Heard what Jake Matthews' injury was. Wonder if he's just struggling his first Ramadan. I didn't know he converted his religion. I have no idea, man. I don't know. All right, let's go through some fight announcements, Marcel. Talk about that fight. We already did this one. Did a lengthy preview of this fight. Steffi Egger, Irina Alkseva. This is that Russian Ronda or whatever?
Yeah, Russian Ronda.
What do you know about her, man?
What I know about her that she has 1 loss on her record and 4 wins, and that's pretty much what I saw one time in Bellator. I don't know too much about her, to be really honest with you. How about you?
I mean, I saw she lost the fight 2 fights ago, and then I'm surprised she got signed because she's like, what, 4-1 or something? 3-1?
She was apparently supposed to go to strawweight for this fight, but she went bantamweight.
Eggers, I don't know. Like she's kind of like tricky to pick her fights, I find. I don't know. I'm not the best at picking her fights. Ain't Truth to Wonderboy and Pereira. I think it's real, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in the works, definitely.
What's the card?
The targeted Canadian card.
Oh, it is? Okay, awesome. That's a great fight. That'd be on the main card. I don't know if it could be co-main event, I guess. It should just be on the main card. Imagine Colby or Edwards or Jorge wins versus Edwards and challenges McGregor versus UFC 300. By the way, speaking of that, who's been Shavkat's in the works? Who says that?
Yeah, I saw that, but I don't know if that's legit.
What happened to Bilal?
I don't know. He probably doesn't want to fight. I don't know.
But I heard John Coe said that she was fighting in July. That's what John said on his Twitter. But I haven't heard anything about that. And then I think Nunes Marcel mentioned on Calgary, so that's possible. Costa Strickland, yeah, that could be in that card too. According to Fight Universe. Okay, I mean,
sometimes Fight Universe is legit, but they have sometimes also not really done deals on it. So I'm not banking on it yet. I'll have to know more.
By the way, I was talking about this on Twitter, but UFC 300, right? Like, Brock Lesnar and Jim Miller both fought at UFC 100 and 200. Okay, Jim Miller said he's fighting at UFC 300. Now the UFC and WWE are one company, Marcel. Here's my bold prediction: Brock Lesnar fights at UFC 300. You know, I posted this on Twitter. Some people were saying that Arlovsky could fight Brock Lesnar or something like that, like a veteran like that. What do you think, man? Is it that crazy to think about?
It's possible, but I'm not interested in it. But it would be possible, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I was talking to my friend today. He was like a regular fan, I guess, like a casual fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey man, like, what does this mean, right? And then I was like, well, it's interesting. And he was like, okay, I want to see Brock fight John Jones. Like, that's what the WWE fans want to watch. So, like, I could see them marketing something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, who would want to watch this fight? Even though Brock's old, who wouldn't want to watch this, Marcel?
I don't care for it.
Yeah, but how many pay-per-views does that do?
Yeah, but why would I care? You asked my opinion, so I don't care for it.
I love it. I'm just saying, like, that's the kind of fight the UFC would make.
I understand, yeah.
That's and John Jones fought at UFC 100 too. He was on 200. He was supposed to fight DC, I think.
And he got pulled. Yeah.
And then he fought Silva. You saw that win. I mean, there's a good chance, Glenn, that he just like the Hunt fight, he would test positive again, probably Marcel, and then have it overturned. But it'd be fun to watch.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, Brock was kind of coming out through the era of juice. But he did test positive, right, against Hunt, I believe, right?
Yeah, he definitely did, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't think he'd come back to fight Mark Hunt. I was surprised when they announced that fight because he was.
Can you see me now? Can you see me? Joe Rogan. What was that? What was that, Mike? What was that?
Bro, in 2018, after DC knocked out Stipe, Brock entered the ring or the octagon and was supposed to fight. That fight they could do too, man. Would you watch that?
DC against Brock.
Yeah,
dude. DC is at the boot now. We probably can't make 265 anymore. Let the guy be happily retired, you know?
Yeah. All right. A couple other comments here. UFC main event predictions. That's fun to think about. I don't know. I mean, John Jones and Brock. There you go. There's one. Jones and Pavlovich. If Pavlovich wins first place, Russian distributors say go. Maybe. Pavlovich knocks him out and then probably gets some title shot. That's interesting. Please no WWE. I don't think you'll see WWE fights, but I think it'll be easier for the two. Hopefully, actually, I think it'd be a good thing. I think there's like some skills that fighters from each WWE and UFC could take over to the other promotion because some people aren't good at everything. Some guys are good at like promoting fights, right? In UFC, maybe they're better off in WWE as almost like as a showman, right? And then there's some people in WWE, Marcel, they're actually like pretty good wrestlers, and they have some potential, to be a prospect anyways. I think it's interesting. I mean, I really think that's going to be an interesting thing. Excuse me. Imagine if Brock started MMA at young age. I mean, he was wrestling his whole life, right? You think Brock will be in the Hall of Fame? Oh, shit. Maybe is he in? Is he in it or no?
I don't think he's in.
I think he's going in. Do you?
Probably, but I don't think he should, but probably.
You didn't like Brock, eh?
I'm just not into, like, I feel like Brock came into the UFC, he lost to Frank Mir, right?
Yeah.
Then he got the Heat Herring, and then he got a title shot while Frank Mir was the fucking interim champion, and he got the title shot over Frank Mir against Randy Couture. Yeah. He got the win, and then he avenged against Frank Mir. I think he then beat Shane Carwin, right? After that, and then he got destroyed by Velasquez. So I don't really see, like, I understand the whole hype, but the guy coming from WWE, huge guy, good sellable guy, talking a lot, but I'm just not really into that old kind of stuff, and I feel like when he fought somebody who wasn't like on the decline and who wasn't only a one-round fighter, he got destroyed. So
yeah, I mean, he only lost to Overeem, Kane, and Mir. I mean, that's not bad losses. Anyways, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame, regardless of what you think, Marcel. He's going in for sure.
Yeah, but you asked me, so I give you
I did. Brock's a walking BD. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he'll pass the test right now. Oh, yeah, that's funny. Dana White doesn't like him because of that. Lewis versus Brock? That's what I'm saying. Like, Derek Lewis could do well in WWE potentially. I'm not saying to even wrestle, but just to do some, like, shticks and stuff. I'm saying, Marcel, there's going to be a crossover. Listen, I don't watch WWE either, and like I did as a kid. I loved it as a kid, by the way. But I feel like we talked about this before. Like when you're a kid, you watch wrestling, and then when you're an adult, you kind of move into UFC almost. Not everyone does that, but that's kind of my path. I don't have a problem with wrestling. I just don't watch it anymore. But I have no
Let's
problem.
put it this way. I don't have a problem with UFC fighters going to WWE, but I don't need to see WWE fighters going to the UFC. Let's put it that way.
I know you're saying like you'd have to be someone special to like really make that move and do well. You know what I mean? But there could be someone they see like as a potential talent. You know, you never know. You never know.
Let's get Ronda Rousey back.
Yeah. All right, let's go to some other fights. Dan Ige, Nate Landwehr. What a fucking fight, eh?
That's a good one, yeah.
So Nate took like no damage really in his last fight, I believe. Actually, no, he got dropped. Did he get dropped? Now that I think about it, did he get dropped?
Against Lingo, I'm not sure. I know Lingo had a good first round, but I can't remember correctly.
No, he didn't. But he lost the first round.
Yeah.
He didn't. I guess he didn't take much damage. I was just like, holy shit. I honestly favor Nate. You do too, right? Or
yeah. I favor Ige here.
Oh, you do? Okay, so I guess that if you ask me right now, but I'll think about it a little bit more. But yeah, right now, I mean, I think Nate's just been really hot lately, man. And Marcel, you know, I'm not the best at picking his fights, as you know. But I think this is one he could win. Schnell, David Dvorak. Yeah, I mean, it's a good fight. Schnell's a kind of tricky guy to pick because talented, but the chin is just sketchy, right? I don't know, man. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, it's a pretty competitive fight, I think. And I feel like, I think both guys are really like where they should be, and I don't see them get any area, to be really honest.
Yeah, it's a tough one to call. Josh Emmett, Ilia Topuria. So this is official. Okay, great fight. Main event? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking Ilia Topuria.
Yeah, me too.
Blake Builder and Kyle Nelson. I'm taking Builder in.
Me too.
Can't pick Nelson. I'm surprised he's in the UFC still. That's a Canada though, so I guess it makes sense. Kate Green, Brian Battle. I mean, this is an interesting one. I got to think about this one more, but yeah, good fight. Good fun fight, eh?
Yeah. What you see, Gabe Green is more prepared. He got his hair done, and Brett Battle has it still loose. So
Carlos Alberg and Eor Pateria. Yeah, Alberg probably is more technical, right? I guess. Alberg will be favored here. Deanna Belbitsa, right? That's how you pronounce it?
No, probably. Somebody said Belbitsa. She's like, no, that's not correct. But she never said how you should say it. So.
Someone said, I think it's either Brendan Fitzgerald or John Anik says it like that.
It's not Belbita. It's not Belbitsa. It's not Belbitsa. So I have no idea how to say it.
Anyways, Diana, who's actually the trainer out of Canada, she's taking Marie Oliver. What do you think of this Marie Oliver? You like her, Marcel, this one?
This is another fight that go easily split decision. No. So I have no idea. This really can go both ways, I feel.
Yeah, I think I lean towards Maria, to be honest with you. Tim Means and Alex Morono. Good fight. Two veterans.
Yeah, it's in Charlotte, by the way, but wasn't known when I posted it.
Charlotte?
Yeah.
We have a big event for that card?
Yeah, Walker against Smith.
That's in Charlotte? Okay.
Yeah.
That's where my company's headquarters is, Bookies. Yeah, that's where it is. I went there last year. Tough one, man. But like, I don't know. Tim Means is almost 40 now, man. I don't know if I can pick. I don't know if I can pick him or so. I mean, I have to think about this fight more. It's not like one that immediately jumps out to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Talk about this one. Oh, we talked about this one, right? We already did that one.
Yeah.
So that's it for that. All right. Okay. Well, I think we're good then. Is there anything else? Any last questions? Last questions. Throw them in. Your guys are gonna get here. I'm gonna lose my voice too, Marcel. I'm done. Kafka fighting blog. We've been heard both online. I mean, we're seeing Spin out there now. So enjoy the card. Didn't you just sign 4-5 deal? They're signing everyone. Schnell, yeah. There we go. They're used for recharge. I mean, I don't watch it anymore, but I think it's obviously huge, and I can see why they made this deal. I mean, it's. But actually, I thought it was interesting. UFC is worth more than WWE. By the way, I don't know if you saw that. The UFC is worth. They say.
Thanks. By the way, you don't see who said that. The name.
Don Copping. Is that the guy from that movie?
No, that War Machine.
War Machine. My bad. Who am I thinking about? Sorry, I'm just exhausted. Yeah, that's War Machine. All right. Anything else you want to say, Marcel? You're good because I think we should get out of here.
Yeah, man, I'm good. That's I have nothing much more to say.
You do the outro today then, because I always do it. You do it.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Always a pleasure. follow MMA Martin on Twitter, and I don't know if it's the same on Instagram, but probably. And also,
Mine's private anyways. It's usually my daughter is going to test you. You know that.
yeah. my name Big Marcel 24, and if you're really bored, follow me on Twitter or Instagram. And thank you so much for watching. Always a pleasure. And we'll be back next week with the recap show of UFC 287 and the preview show of UFC. Now I have to think for a second. I think that's UFC. Is that UFC? No, UFC Kansas City. Max Holloway against Arnold Allen. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you next week.
Peace.
See